That is not such a warm, fuzzy feeling.
I also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. Rain update. We got a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch. It's supposed to rain some more. So we actually planted some more stuff last night because it was raining and we were bored. So we got some white onions going on in here, which I've never planted onions for myself. And we got some more peppers. Oh, what do we got? We got Baron peppers. And we got flavorous burst peppers. So yeah, something's chewing on it. People did say put a fence up. I've thought about it. I got a fence protector right here, or varmint protector. So we did put fence up for this so that the peas and beans have something to grow on. So as you see, we got more coming up. Last year we used some wire and some fence posts, and I figured this was a better alternative. So that's the garden update, the rain update. This week coming up, what is today, Saturday? This week coming up, we were hoping to do some dry hay and get finished up planting. I honestly wanted to plant today. The weather does not look good, so, which is really disappointing. But we do have this mower. We're gonna check the gearbox oil, probably drain it, put new gearbox oil in it, and if that all looks good, then we will get a PTO shaft for it. If not, it's just going to be scrap. So yeah, at the end of the day, if it rotary mows a little bit for us, we ain't taking it through like pasture or rough ground and stuff like that. Just clean things up enough to make our place look a little bit better. But alrighty, it is windy, I know. It's the nature of it. But let me grab a bucket and some wrenches and we'll drain that out. I was gonna use the axle bucket here, drain bucket, but it doesn't reach. Not with the PTO all on there. I guess oh, that actually, that bolt should probably come out and we put a legit one that is proper length in. What are we doing? It might not come out because it, I don't know. I can smell oil in it. It doesn't smell burnt, so. That is 100% bent. Okay. Not the end of the world, but that is why that bolt does not just come out. Because when you spin it, it spins the whole, it moves at a whole angle. But that's a new U-joint for it. Yeah, a little bent. We'll put a new bolt in there. We'll call it that. But that should get us the shaft off. Oh yeah, that's mint. There's no vent on this though, so that makes me wonder. Yeah, that was new gear oil. Oh, we're gonna be full. Should be a vent. That's because when it gets hot, everything expands and then it blows the seal out. Magnet looks good. Okay. Well, that also means the lower seal's good because it's held oil in. Grab a rag. If I planned this a little bit better, we probably could have got a cheaper PTO shaft. I'm probably going to only use one end because it needs to be, I believe it's got to be longer than this one, but I wasn't going to pay even more money. So we should be able to use this end, and we'll put a new bolt through there, get that all good. And then we'll have another end. Could have built one for a lot cheaper, but waited on parts and stuff like that, and I kind of want to use it. If it stays windy like this, I might go up and plant that field. Probably not my best decision, but at the end of the day, it's got to get done, and tomorrow they're saying over a ½ inch of rain, which is let me grab that bolt, which is not good. And then this week, which granted we're in the weekend forecast right now, so it's going to change by Monday. This week we're kind of hoping on doing some dry hay for myself and another man, and for Dan. And I was going to have somebody come in and mow it, and then I just got to borrow the tedder and the rake, and then we'll figure out who's baling it. The baler, I think, is going back together. But it went from like 4 days of good weather to like, oh, there's a chance of rain in the middle of it. Yeah. And the whole reason there's 2 reasons I didn't do hay the other time. Dry hay last week when Aaron was doing it and whatnot. Well, Aaron was doing it at his site, and we were trying to get corn in. So those are the 2 reasons why we did not push and get dry hay done. We're not looking for extreme quality on, well, haylage, like a dairy farmer would be to make cows make milk. So a lot of people stopped corn planting and went and did their haylage and then went back to corn planting. We're making dry hay, first cutting. Second cutting, probably chop a little bit. Here comes Larry. Probably wants to use the loader. How's it going today?
Hey, do you drink those cold brews? Those Diger cold brews?
Oh, yeah.
You want some?
I'll have one. Second you said Digers, you know. They made half and half.
They're not exactly cold anymore, but they only been at the fridge for like 3 hours.
Where'd you get them?
Broadwell's.
Oh, yeah?
She has some, I guess they're gonna go bad in a couple days.
Oh, she gave you a bunch of them?
4 or 5 days. I told her, I said, I really don't drink them. She goes, oh, here, have 4.
Digers. Got it all rigged up. So fresh oil. Had to cut the drive shaft because they were the same size. Could have swapped them. Wasn't going to be right. The cover, not the actual drive shaft. Got pins. We did have to move in the stops so that they're close enough in. Took the drawbar off because it's always awkward when you bend a drive shaft you just spend a bunch of money on. But got Larry with me. Might as well hook it up and give it a try. Okay, so we got it on. Top link doesn't fit. It's actually turning into a gorgeous day. A little windy, so we're gonna cut. I was worried about that, and I'm not buying a top link just for this purpose at this moment. Financially, not a good move. So we're gonna cut a little bit off of the top link so that we can, it fits in there. Now they're saying 3/4 of an inch of rain tomorrow.
Too bad we couldn't turn it. Clamp it right in there.
Oh, they were too wide like that. No. Does it fit? Oh my, like a glove. Solid. Yeah, if the wind keeps blowing and we don't actually get any rain, we'll go mud it in.
Oh, that even fits there.
Yeah, you should be good there. Nice. Probably see if it spins and then run a grinder across the blades. Moment of truth. Oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah, the blade's somewhat sharpened up. We got some bends to some things, and that oil's from, it's sitting there. We're gonna see how it goes. And left the chisel plows right in the way. It won't just go down and around. So, if it blows apart, it blows apart. You know, we're out here making content for you guys. Somebody, there's one YouTuber that I think is comical, and he complains about everything I do. So he must watch every video then. It's just, I don't get it, why people are so miserable in life. You gotta have a little fun in your life. Oh, almost just hit the rolling basket pitch. We're gonna have quite some first cut here. We just need the weather to actually make it happen. So. Alrighty, do a little mowing, see how it works. Hopefully the sun stays out like this and the wind keeps going, and we're actually gonna go put the rest of the seed in the ground if we can get it close enough. It's not going to be ideal. I'm glad we are where we're at, but I wish we had another day of good running. Doing its thing. Nothing fancy. Seal leaks a little bit. We gotta put some grease on this or something so it spins better, because it gets stuck. Probably need some new blades at some point. You can't go fast. As you see, it knocks it over, but we were leaning. But it looks a lot better than it did before. So I went up the laneway, came back down. Can't drive over because, as you see, it's not as wide as the machine. But it goes back to, what do we got into it? 400 bucks, I think. No, the drive shaft was expensive. Yeah, thought. We threw together a $200 mower and just messed around with it. So I don't know how I left one bag up here. I'm very confused by that. There's some seed from a bag, unless I left more bags and they all blew away. But so this was planted, what are we going on, 3 days now? I'll walk out in the middle a little bit. Windy as anything. If those clouds don't dump rain, we are going to go planting corn. There's an empty spot right here, which kind of worries me. Come on, baby. Where are we? There we are, right there. It's over. That was off. So, this is 3 days. There's a little extra root going on here. There we go. 3 days of corn growing. And I'm a little nervous because this week, there's another one right there, and so on and so on. So I'm a little nervous. This week we don't have heat. Like, it would be great if we had some of this rain that we get, and not all of it, and like 80-90 degree day weather. get it going. But we got highs in the mid 70s and lows in the high 40s. A little nerve-wracking on that as far as making dry hay and things growing well. I don't think Yanko's gonna ride with me. He's tired. He doesn't like the noises that it makes when we get close and stuff. I'm gonna go back down to the house anyways. We're gonna do one pass down and I'm gonna grease that, and then we'll go out front. This definitely beats weed whacking all of that. Like, yeah, if we stay ahead of it, it will be good. What are you guys doing over here? They're as excited as me. Norman's like, what is going on here? So we gotta come back and just weed whack just a little bit, but this is good. So I came down the hill and Wesley's actually here weed whacking John's side of the driveway, which I was gonna do that. I was mowing around and I came down and I was like, oh, I'll do all the trees around the trees and then we'll go. Well, he usually helps John keep his yard cleaned up. Well, we'll go up the hill, do in front of the fields, and then that'll put us in a good spot. So, place is looking more like a home. The sun's out. We should be able to plant some corn this afternoon. Oh, that is rewarding. Get a little bit of it cleaned up, more roadsides. The county has come around and mowed about 3-4 foot with the wing mower. Get some of it cleaned up. Take a little pride. Rewarding. It's slow going, but it's an honest living. Gotta pick those rocks right there. Alrighty, we'll get back down. I did that one. I do have 2 spots in this field that I forgot to plant because I fell asleep while planting it and I just parked the tractor. So there's a little triangle right here on the corner I can see, and then there's a path that's got about 6 foot, maybe 8 foot going down the middle. So that's overhanging. That should have got mowed with the wing mower. Look, just a little bit more wing, guys. But yeah, right. Where are we here? Right over there, and then we mowed up to the sign and everything. Right here. So yeah, Larry pointed it out too. I know, I was tired. Oh, just pushing the parts chopper out of the way. It's got to go somewhere other than here, but I figured get it back a little bit more and mow where it was sitting. I've had this for 4 years. Came out of Canada, Moncton. It's Gene, but it's spelled J-E-N-S. And I always forget how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, bud. But they dairy up there. Now he's pretty well into the custom work. So, as he says, milking cows wasn't paying the bills even with the Canadian market. So now he's custom planting corn, manure hauling, tillage, silage hauling. He's made quite a business out of custom work. So hats off to you, and that's a gorgeous area. I believe you're in Moncton. We're right outside of it. I used to fly into Moncton when I worked for Dealer Valve. We got to get bolts, bolts and spacers because they're loose. So when you first start it up, it slops around some. But once it's spinning, it's good to go. That is a nice tennis ball. You want me to throw it or no? I'll throw it. Come here, bring it. Bring it, I'll throw it. Okay, we're gonna go plant some corn. I'm just gonna string trim around some things quickly, and then hopefully it's good. It's not gonna get any drier the rest of the week. Monday, Tuesday, it's gonna be wet if we get a 3/4 of an inch of rain tomorrow. So might as well load up with fertilizer, get seed loaded up. I did mow all the way around. So once the calves are done out back, which is gonna be shortly here, and we'll clean up all the weeds and stuff like that. They will get kicked back up front. And but I mowed all the way around where the temporary fence is going to go. And once we mow everything, I'll mow right up to the fence lines, and we'll get them all cleaned up and in a good working place. So let me just string trim up. Wesley did up to some of my trees. He must have ran out of string or gas or something, but I got a little bit out back just so it looks good. Plus, the longer I wait, the more it dries out. We got about 3 hours of running, so we'll run into the night a little bit, but it will be pretty nice. So very excited about that mower. Is it the best thing? No. Does it work? Works pretty good. So especially for tall grass, dull blades, and everything else. So yeah, gotta pick up all that stuff from the long ago, but that's on the list at some point. We are loaded down. We got fertilizer, we got seed in there. Driveway looking good now as far as all the mow job. And Wesley did weed whack around all the trees. He left in between. I think I could have got it with the mower, but I weed whacked it down. Appreciate him just hanging out. He helps out John quite a bit. They all do, and they have for years. So yeah, it worked out. Good people. I got really good people around me. I got 8 bags that are sitting in the milk room still. About 18 acres worth of corn. Bob, my channel dealer, when I ordered seed, I told him I might have this much acreage. And he said, alrighty, easier to have it there for you than have it not. So I appreciate him. I've used up all my channel. I got some seedway left. We'll see if we utilize it. I would like to put some corn into a strip of grass that could use a rotation, so that will be another 10 acres probably once we get that off, and then we'll chop it for silage probably, since that will probably not be for another week. But it looks like it's gonna rain over there, but it says it's not gonna. So we're gonna get down the road, get loaded up with fertilizer, and hopefully put all our seed in the ground over there and be in a good spot. So it is 6 o'clock right now. You know, what time is it? 6:30? 6:30 on the dot. So let's get a move on it. Been a good day, letting stuff dry out. But if we get a 3/4 of an inch of rain like they're saying tomorrow, it's gonna make things wet. We are back. We're gonna see if we can finish it up. This field got planted some, and then we got rained out. It's not ideal, I can tell you that. That is not such a warm, fuzzy feeling. Honestly, today was good, but it says like 4 a.m. it's gonna start raining. This should take us about 3 hours, maybe a little bit longer, but not a warm, fuzzy feeling. Filling. Not very quickly. This ground up here is a little bit better off. Like, it's a lot lighter. And then over the road's lighter, so yeah. See what we can get to. No rain expected for us, but that is what we're looking at. So that's out over Syracuse right now. Yeah, into Canada. And what? Hold on, I gotta find the one from the other day. I took one last night. I took a picture of the weather cell. Like, how do you do anything with that? It's so scattered. I get the weatherman can be wrong and whatnot, but like that's like, there's 100% chance that it may or may not rain. Yeah. Alrighty. So we're almost about level. So it's slow draining. So we're gonna suck some fertilizer down, fill up with the last bits. This should get us perfect. We do have some in the totes at home, like a little tiny splash, that if we do end up putting the rest of the seed in the ground after hay comes off, we'll be there. I know it's gonna be late. Might as well. We have not fixed the AC drain, but it's cool enough out, we should be okay. See if we remember where we finished off. You gotta clean your side of the windows, bud. Look at all the marks. Okay. All right, planner, stay together for the last 35. We've had our ups and downs, but you've done very well for me. And what I can see based on what we've planted so far and what we've dug up, things look good. So right here, and then we planted some over there. We were coming up that way when rain shut us down, so we're gonna have to play a little guessing game. I think I can see it, but it's been what, 2 days? Yeah, the marker arms are not perfectly set, but for what we've been doing, they've been halfway decent. We got water up there. So I take it it's full of water right now and it's just draining over the top. We're not gonna have AC on, so let's get it, boys. Make it happen. Get this home and on to the next things we gotta do. It is actually planting very nicely, which is a surprise. And yeah, we're in the bushes now. We'll plant all that. Gotta play out in the flowers. So my side of the cab is looking pretty good, and then you look over and, dude, why is yours all fogged up? You got heavy breathing going on? It's not that. Oh, there's a turkey. That's what you see. I don't know why his side's all fogged up, but yeah, keep pushing. We got this, we got across the road, and we got that one. Yeah, not a bad spread. Oh my god, tree fell down. Well, that's fresh from the storm the other day. So do we plant through it, or what do we do? We're gonna have to come over and grab it. Otherwise, combine driver might run into it. That's no bueno. Well, I was messing around, and I was gonna go around it, and it just grabbed it enough, and it hooked the planter. But here's where we're at. It's actually doing a fairly good job. Let's figure out where we got seed. If we got seed, that would be good. There it is. Okay, probably down. There's another one. Just over 2 inches. It's working. A little tacky. Mother Nature is actually treating us nice tonight. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do here. We'll have to come over with the bucket and grab it. So we just backed up. We planted around it, but didn't want to keep going with this. And yeah, this is a content that we make up on the channel for you guys, because I wanted to get out. I was comfortable in the tractor actually, but we figured we'd get out, do our fitness program here, and maybe do a little logging action. Oh yeah, that's gonna work out. Oh, the bush is holding it. We'll come over with the tractor and push it out of the rest of the way. But big planter. So this is the only ground that really got rolling basket across it, and it is so nice to plant into, and now I remember exactly why. But a bunch of people hit me up and said, why aren't you running the rolling basket behind the disc? Well, it's a 28-foot set with a 24-foot rolling basket. As I've said, we need to go pick up a new set of discs to us that will be much better suited for what we want to do. The 28s are a little wide at the moment. 21 with a 24-foot rolling basket, I think is the perfect combo for the 75-20 in my eyes. So we have a set of 21 foot that we have to go get locally, but at the same time, that means it's not a priority right now. So I appreciate, Andy, I appreciate you making it happen on that. Yeah, we got some ledge rock. Are we gonna bounce over it or are we gonna rip it off? I don't really want to pick it up. Ah, we're gonna pick it up anyways. So we're at the end. Okay. Loading up on fertilizer for maybe the last time over here completely. We'll see how much drains in. We should be pretty good. And we'll load up on some seed. We got some takeout quickly. I know not everybody. There's some people that got really worked up about me getting takeout and how I should bring my own food. I have not gone grocery shopping in 3 months probably. We get the minor things every now and then. Toilet paper, Mountain Dew. What else we get? Dog food. Pretty much that's it. Otherwise, I think I'm out of bagels tomorrow morning. I'm out of cream cheese. So yeah, maybe one day we're gonna do a whole 24-hour video of how my day goes, from start to finish. And I don't know, we can compare everything. I would be so bored watching that. I think you guys would be too. So you guys get snippets of the life. But me, my life has always been like, I work. What that is noises? Car coming, but sounds like they're moving. I've always had ability for takeout. When I worked for Dealer Valve, is that already out? Looks like it's, oh no, it's not. The corners are white. Wow. So when I worked for Dealer Valve, I was on the road, so we did takeout a lot. When I worked for Handfield, which was the Dealer Valve dealership, I'd be in and out. I'd get breakfast probably every morning at Dunk's, pretty much. Other than when I had somebody that lived with me for 2 years that none of you even ever knew about, which is kind of wild. Big support of my life still, and absolutely loves Yanko. So shout out, you know who you are. What do we got here? That's what I heard going by. Pretty sharp Ford. Right? No, it's a GM. It's a Duramax. What up, baby? I don't know, my eyesight's going bad after that, you know, the welding accident. But I don't know where I was going with this. Yeah, I like cooking. I hate cooking for myself, for one person. Clean up, prep time, everything else like that. The efficiency and the time that it takes to save some money when I can get takeout or stuff like that. I'm blessed that the people at Fancy Farmer, which we've had 4 meals from the Fancy, but 2 of them were like breakfast, lunch, and dinner because we ate them in the planning tractor while we kept going. And Log House, shout out to Log House. But I grew up in an area that you could get any food you wanted within 10 minutes. And I was used to that. And a bunch of people when I moved here were worried about me because they're like, oh, what are you going to do? I can cook. It just takes time. So here we are at 8:30 at night, 8:47 at night. And I'm talking to you guys, explaining some of my life. Yanko is, I got a good picture of him. He knows when he's on film or when I'm taking pictures of him nowadays, where he won't sit there and let me take a picture of him. I'll probably put the picture right here for you guys. But let me throw some seed in. I'm gonna go grab some takeout real quick. We got about 2 hours left. I think Mother Nature's gonna give us a blessed of a good night. It's kind of chilly. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees, which is kind of scary, but I don't know. So we got good weather to our west coming over. Mountain, I don't even know what mountain. Cherry Valley is in between. I should look up my geography and actually know what I'm talking about some of this, but to the west it looks kind of sketchy. So wow, they hooked it up, 2 boxes. I was like, why'd I get 2 boxes? Well, they put the fries in one, and we got it's like a raspberry sauce, and it is fire. I got sweet potato fries, bud. Is that okay? Do you want to? I don't think you like sweet potato fries. Yeah, I don't think he did. But we got a good beef on wick sandwich, I guess it would be called. Well, this is new. What? I know what happened. I don't know how bad it is though. Broke the bolt off. Wow. Okay, so these tongues of these planters have 2 bolts in them. The one is not there. The other one's been good, but it snapped off, and it is inside of it. Got it back together. Almost ripped this apart. Didn't even think about that. And I don't have a bolt to go through the front one. I wish I did. Everything is either too big or too small, and oh, so much for an easy night. I got ratchet straps, and I'm probably gonna ratchet strap that all together. Might have a little bit of wiggle, but we'll be able to push through and get everything done. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Ooh. Okay. Thought that was stuck in between it. Well, we got a ratchet strap together. Is that gonna work? I'm not really sure. It's tight. It might have a little bit of play back and forth, but wow. I don't know what to say. Let's find out. Otherwise, we're done for the night and probably the next few days. Something looks like it was dragging too, as far as one of the row units for the closers. They're a little muddy. Yeah, it's not dragging. Yeah, they're definitely muddy. I'm sorry, planter. Not muddy, moist, damp, less than ideal. Okay, so this is taking a lot longer than I thought because well, I gotta keep stopping because I'm falling asleep, so things are not going good for us. Yeah, I got like 3 hours before, 3-4 hours before the rain comes, and that will shut us down for a while. Okay, I got about 12 acres, I think, on this section, and then we're done. I cannot keep my eyes open any longer, and yeah, I know rain's coming, so I'm gonna go grab my pickup that's over there that we moved up, bring it over here, take a 30-40 minute nap, and then keep going. So that's the plan. Feel a lot better. We're gonna get going. It's I don't know, 2:30. Oh, figures, it's fighting us. We got no lights in the back, and we got no whatchamacallit, fertilizer. So however they wired that plug in, it's no longer happy. Our voltage is all good and everything, but something popped or is unhappy. Got the cover off, and there's actually a fuse here that came disconnected. I don't know how, but yeah, once it's hooked back together, as we see, we got lights. Sorry, Yanko. I'll throw it back together. Well, that was annoying. It died. Never mind. Fix the issue. It's popping out of the piece, and I got a zip tied, but. So I got a failing fuse that's pulling apart, and then it's not staying connected. So we have no fuse in it now, which is not the best thing, but it's not the worst thing. We do have a We do have a fuse on that. So, alrighty, back rolling. That was dumb. Really dumb. The rain is here. I got the door open because we were fogging up, but yeah, it's here. I got about quarter acre, half acre left, and we're wrapped up. But less than ideal. Didn't even put my marker arm down. Amateur hour. I take it it's gonna rain all morning, but as you see, we mudded some in. Not ideal. Planters held together still somewhat, moved around. All right, I'm going home and going to bed. It's almost 5 a.m. Get some sleep and wake up and figure it all out. So appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.